Hey everyone! So we're just going to start with a little short morning practice to get us a little bit of ease as we start to move into sun salutes as the beginning of just removing any toxins from the day before. So it's really good to do a little tiny warm up, and so this won't take long. So come onto your hands and knees and stretch your hands forward and sit back. And press into your lower legs and come up onto your hands. Press into your hands so you're lengthening out of your elbows and your shoulders and your wrists, and then sit back again. The tops of my feet are down. You can of course have your feet curled under. Press forward into your lower legs and come up again, only bringing your shoulders right over your wrists and not in front. And then sit back and turn your toes under. Come up again, and this time slide your hands just one little space towards your knees so that we have our shoulders right over our wrists and our hips over our knees. And it doesn't hurt to have a look either. And then you're going to sink your back, excuse me, and round your back. Just do that a few times without any cues. And find which breath you notice the most as you make these little shapes of a sunken back and a rounded back. And then we combine them a little bit. Sit your hips back, keep your toes turned under, slide your hands forward, and just into the extended child pose. Press into your knees, slide your hands back. Flat back first, and then into cat-cow, whatever way works for you. Just keep moving through cat-cow. And then you can have the tops of the feet down. My knees slightly move apart from each other sometimes, so just check that. And we're going to look around to our heels. So just curl one way, I'm looking over and bending in a slight little curl of a C. And looking over the other way. And remember, we're trying to keep it methodical and slow so we can wake up Vata gently around, and really sitting into that hip as you do that, making it a little bit more dominant to stretch early in the morning, pressing out any excess space or air that's not needed through the joints, and then begin pelvic rolls. Just 3 on each side, big circles with your pelvis, a bit of hula hooping, and roll the other way. And then to the flat back. Breathe in and out here 3 times. And then come onto your fingertips, but open them wide and sit back a little bit more on your knees, because we're going to bring our right foot forward. And if you need to modify that, you bring the right foot out to the outer long edge of the mat and use your right hand onto your right shin or ankle, and you help scooch it forward. We just do little hip rolls. Just a bit of hip rotation one way and then the other way. And just notice how your breath is really beginning to wake up. And then we're going to stretch that leg straight out from the right hip. So fingertips come down or solid hands down. Stretch your right leg straight out. Point the toe or push the heel away. And lower the right knee down. And again, sit your hips back, round the back, and just feel that beautiful stretch. And then come up. And then sink your back. Look up with your nose and exhale, curl your back. Sit back with your heels and then bring your fingertips down, and now it's the left foot gets to come forward, and so you just bring it straight forward from there or bring it out to the long side of the mat. Take your left hand and help draw it in, and then just do nice little small circles first thing in the morning or last thing at night. And then roll the other way. Maybe it's just one big roll you're doing really slow, or 3 more moderate to fast. And then when you're ready, you pause. And then slowly let that left leg stretch straight back, flat hands on the floor, shoulders over your wrists, and then push the heel away or point the toe. Bring that knee down. And then when you're ready, sit your hips back. Exhale and lean your heart towards the earth and bow your head. Breathe in and lift your head up. Solid hands on the floor if you can. Exhale, lower your belly towards your thighs, lower your forehead, breathe out. Breathe in and lift up and look up. Breathe out, long, slow, delicious breath. Press into your knees. Excuse me, press into your knees and come up. And from here you sit halfway back and up to downward dog. Inhale, lift your heels up. Excuse my voice. And then bringing your shoulders over your wrists. Inhale. Exhale, sit your hips back. Bringing your knees down. Sitting down onto your left or your right hip, whatever works for you. And find yourself either sitting down with your legs straight out in front or cross your legs. Right hand down onto the right side of the floor and lift your left arm up and then arching out and over to the right, keeping the left pelvis down as much as the right, or the left hip down as much as the right side. Inhale, both arms come lifted up. Exhale, left hand down and arching out and over to the other side. And just a hint of a smile, press your right hip down. Press the right side pelvis down. Inhale, both arms up. And then peel your hands together. Exhale, setting the intention for your day. Breathing in and out. And then bow to your heart. And then lifting your head. And then relaxing your hands. And into Nadi Shodhana. Or you can just do the yogic breath. Yogic breath is belly moves, rib cage fills, and you lift your breath to the top of the throat. Exhale from the throat. The rib cage draws in and the belly relaxes in. Inhale, the belly opens, the chest opens, fill up to the top of your throat, and then exhale, relax, release, and letting it go. Inhale, fill, fill, up to the top. Exhale, empty, empty, empty. And so now you should be a little bit warmed up for your sun salute. Thank you for joining me. And we'll talk to you soon.